I.S.U.P.K.
We want no cowards in our camp, only men prepare to die. We want no cowards in our camp, never let their brothers fly. We want no cowards in our camp, only men prepare to die.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Officer I.S.U.P.K out of Oregon in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge has been bringing the truth since 1969 to let the whole world know that the black man, Hispanic man, Native American man are the people that make up the 12 tribes in the Bible. We are God's chosen people. You can get classes Tuesdays through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. You can find it at ISUPK.com, or you can find it on YouTube, I.S.U.P.K online classes. We also have radio shows. You can find that at ISUPK.com. Today, I'm bringing you the truth of Christ, what He is truly about, and not what your pastors are saying in churches, or what they have the white man telling your pastors to tell you what Christ is. So I'm going to start with Revelation 19 and 11. Revelation 19:11, and it reads, "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war." So he's talking about Christ here. He said he doeth judge and make war in righteousness. So why is your pastor telling you that God is all love? Why is your pastor telling you that God is all forgiveness? That is not the truth. That is not who Christ really is. Christ is a man of judgment and war. He's coming down here to make war with America for lying to His people for so long and being the damn devil that the Bible speaks of for so long. That's who Christ is. Christ is a man of war, and He's coming down here to show His war. His eyes were as a flame of fire. So He's not that white boy, Caesar Borgia that you see posted up everywhere. That's not Him. And on His head were many crowns. On His head was many crowns because of all the empires that He took and all the empires that He's coming back for. He's going to have many crowns on His head, because you cannot stop Christ. And He had a name written that no man knew. Like now, no man knew who Christ really is. Everybody thinks it's a fairy tale. Everybody thinks it's a lie. Everybody thinks something besides what the truth is about Christ. Everybody, except for the I.S.U.P.K, think that Christ is a fairy tale, or Christ is here to love, or Christ is here to forgive, or that Christ is here for everybody. There's 1,000 things out there. But no man knows who Christ really is. But He Himself. But Christ knows who He is. That's plain and simple right there. And He was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. Now He's coming out here with a vesture, which is a garment dipped in blood. Why is it dipped in blood? Because there's going to be a lot of killing. He's going to do a lot of killing. Because this white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, he has done too much. He's done a lot. The white man's done a lot of sin. He's done a lot of sin. He can't take it no more. Christ is coming down here to end all of that. The white man is sitting there making our black people, Hispanic people, Native Indian people be gay. He's making our people eat pork, shrimp, lobster. He's making our people become molesters. He's making our people kill for nothing. He's making our people feel way smaller than what they are, because we are the chosen people of Christ. So Christ is coming down here, and he's going to be dipped in blood from this white man's, from this war that he's got to put on this white man. And his name is called the Word of God, because that's what he's coming to bring, the Word of God, to let you know, to let you know that homosexuality, that's an abomination. Eating pork, shrimp, and lobster, that's an abomination. He's coming down here with the Word of God to let you know all this is abomination. Stop doing it, or see the same fate as the white man's about to. He's coming down here for that. That's who Christ really is. Christ is a man of war. Christ is a man of righteousness. And Christ is the Word of God. So, y'all, I don't know why y'all sitting here believing that Christ is all love, when Christ is about to come down here and show you what he really loves. And what he really loves is the Word of God. That's what he lives by. And that's the I.S.U.P.K lives by and stand for. 14. And the armies which were in heaven follow him upon the white horses, clothed in a fine linen, and white and clean. So he has an army. What do you have an army for? War. So it showed you a few times that he's coming down here. He's not coming down here for love. He's not coming down here for hugs and kisses. He's not bringing you lollipops and gumdrops. No. He's bringing war down here to have his people fall in line and to let every other nation know, don't mess with his people ever again. And so with that, I'm going to go to Isaiah 66 and 15. Because like I say, they got you sitting here listening to your pastor. Your pastor is not telling you the truth. Sitting here listening to your pastor. Your pastor is pulling your chain because he's getting money from the white man. He don't know who Christ is. Or he know who Christ is, but he's not going to tell you the truth because he don't want you to know that you are a chosen person. He wants you to feel like you're down in the dirt. And so I'm going to tell you more about Christ. This is Isaiah 66 and 15. Isaiah 66 and 15. And it reads, For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariot like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. So he's coming down here with chariots like a whirlwind. So you know what a whirlwind looks like, right? And the chariot. So he's flying something like this. So therefore, that's where flying saucers come from. Christ is coming down here in a chariot like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury. And his rebuke with flames of fire. So it's about to be bad if you're not getting into this truth. It's not going to be good if you're not getting into this truth. Because you're going to see this and you're going to be like, why did I not listen to this I.S.U.P.K? Why did I not understand what they were talking about? Why did I think all of this was just baloney? And then you're going to see that, and boy, your mind's going to be like, man, good night. I should have listened. But you didn't want to. And it's going to be too late by time this comes. And now I'm going to go to Ezekiel 1 and 15. Ezekiel 1 and 15. Now as I beheld the living creature, behold, one will upon the earth by the living creatures with his 4 faces. So this right here is speaking of that whirlwind again, which is flying saucers. That's speaking of these flying saucers again. I'm going to jump back one. As for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamps. It went up and down among the living. Creatures. And there was fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning. So right here, this is like I said, this is Christ's chariots. Christ's chariots, like I say, when Paul seen it, it was like a whirlwind, spinning like this, but flying in any way it wanted to, and it was very fast. This is what your flying saucer. This is where the flying saucers come from. This is where the white man got the such thing as flying saucers, and he's actually trying to make flying saucers so he can try to fight this battle when Christ comes down here. He thinks that he can stop it. He's trying to put sensors places up in the sky, like in the moon and all that. That's why you got hear all that stuff where we're trying to make stations on moons and all that stuff, because he's trying to see if he can actually stop Christ before he gets here. The white man knows this Bible. The white man knows this Bible really good. He's trying to stop Christ because he don't want his reign to end. But it's coming to an end. And he can't stop that. It's not going to be stopped. When Christ comes, he's coming full-fledged. So that was another thing to show you about flying saucers. And now I'm going to go that was about it. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world
got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword with a